What's up, guys? My name is Renee. If you are new here, today we are going to be talking about how to get motivated when you're in a funk, as well as tips on how to be productive. First things first is you need to realize that we're always going to be pulled into our comfortable bubble. This is a place where we feel most safe and where everything has a predictable outcome. Trust me, it is so natural, and you're not the only one that creates excuses when there's any amount of uncertainty from your to-do list. Think back to a time where you weren't super thrilled about something that you had to complete. Did you automatically feel 100% motivated to take action, or did you feel more like procrastinating until the very last moment? You're never going to be 100% ready to start that business, or to start studying for that test, or to start working out. You're never going to be 100% all in. And if you are, kudos to you. Sometimes you just need to roll up your sleeves and take that first step. Even if it's a very small step, like putting on your workout clothes, tying up your shoes, anything like that, it still propels you forward and you're still making moves. Because you'll never feel 100% ready to take that first step and to get started on your business or to get started on studying. Work on being deliberate in embracing that feeling of discomfort, because feeling that uncomfortable when you get started is so small compared to the long-term guilt that keeps growing when you keep pushing something off. That amount of stress that builds up from procrastinating something for so long is just not worth it. Once you take that first step and you get past that fear of starting, you'll realize how silly your excuses were and how it just held you back and it just wasn't necessary. Next, work on reframing your thoughts. One surefire way to get yourself motivated and take action is to pivot your perception of the task at hand. When we face a situation that takes a bit of work, that we're uncertain what the outcome is going to look like from taking action on it, we tend to have excuses naturally pop up before we can even wrap our head around the plan and what steps we need to take. This looks like so many different things. It could be, I don't have the resources to get started, my hair is greasy so I can't film today, I need to accomplish X, Y, and Z before I can start that task, I'm too tired, it's too cold. And this is our ego trying to protect us, and we're thankful that we have this shield system within us and keep us in our cozy bubble that keeps us feeling safe. But we're in charge of our lives. If we fall victim to staying stagnant and staying in our comfortable corner, then we'll never get to experience growing as a person. Instead of viewing the situation with a negative mindset, think about the positives that come with accomplishing those tasks or taking the first step. Think about why you wrote it on your to-do list in the first place. And then also think about the consequences of what happens when you don't take those steps. So as an example, your dream is to build your own business so that you can have flexibility in your own schedule and you can have the financial freedom that you've always dreamed of. But if you don't start, then you're stuck at the current job that you possibly don't enjoy and you possibly feel like you won't ever be able to grow personally and in a career. And then compare that to the feeling of uncertainty that you have to take that first step. Is it worth never being able to leave your current job? Does it outweigh it? Probably not. The first step is going to always be easier than having the what ifs and the regrets. Another one is that it's your dream to graduate from college and start your career. But if you don't take the time to study for your test, you possibly will fail that class, you'll possibly have to retake it and push your dream out even further. So again, is it worth it getting up from on the couch and actually just setting a timer for an hour and just grinding through it? Or would you rather stay where you are and have the possibility of failing that class? Reframing the way that you perceive your tasks and what you want to accomplish allows you to remind yourself why you started in the first place and give yourself that spark that you need to be inspired again and be motivated again. Now that we've talked about some mindset shifts that you can make, let's now go into some external things that you can do to get motivated and to get yourself out of that funk. The first thing that I like to do when I notice that I'm kind of in that funk is clean my environment. I work on decluttering my space, and if I see any loose items in my home, I try to give them a home. And your environment is a clear reflection of what's going on in your mind. If it is a bit cluttered and unorganized and messy, then chances are you're feeling a bit overwhelmed to do anything. The next thing I like to do is spice things up or romanticize my tasks. And this is such a fun way to get motivated again and spark some excitement, and it's so simple. Keep things interesting by spicing up the way that you would normally tackle that situation. For example, if you have a set schedule for your workouts and you are always known to stick to that schedule and you're starting to feel a bit unmotivated, a bit sluggish, like you kind of want to push off your workout, then I highly encourage you to try something new. You don't have to stick to your schedule. What you could do is find some new workouts on YouTube, or you can walk around your neighborhood. You could do your workout outside. You can go and take a new class, for instance, or go rock climbing or something like that to change things up so that you're learning something new and you're keeping it fresh and fun. Or if you have some studying or work that you have to get done that you're not really looking forward to, what you can do is go and get your favorite cup of coffee before getting started, or you can bring your work to that coffee shop, or you can take your work outside if you'd rather be outside doing other things. If you add a variable that makes you happy and you know makes you happy, it allows you to alleviate some of the feelings of distress going into that situation and that task. Sometimes we start to feel unmotivated and unenergized to do things because we know what to expect from that situation. And that can get so boring so quickly. So shake things up, experience new things, and you'll feel motivated again and excited again. Next thing that is helpful is to create a very, very, very simple plan. So as an example, you want to start a YouTube channel and you haven't even created your account yet. What you can do is say, okay, I'm going to Step 1, grab my laptop. Step 2, sit down with my laptop. Step 3, open my laptop and make it as simple as possible. And you'll realize that it starts to get a little silly why you made excuses in the first place. And you'll start to be like, wow, I got so much done today. You have so many wins at the end of the day. You were able to accomplish all those little things and they added up to you creating your YouTube account. So next time that you start to feel like, oh my goodness, I feel guilty for not getting this done and I know I need to, and I just keep pushing it off and I keep procrastinating, grab your phone and in your notes section or on a piece of paper or anywhere, write down simple steps on how you can accomplish one thing at a time until you get to where you need to be. Making your tasks less scary and cumbersome makes it so much easier to take those initial steps and to just get started. If I'm having a really low day and I'm feeling like not doing anything at all besides sitting on the couch and just eating snacks all day, I have started to force myself to break a sweat and get my heart rate up, even though it's like the last thing I want to be doing. And I realize once I'm able to do that at the end of it, I feel like I can conquer anything, because I started out from zero motivation to do anything and I was able to force myself to get my body moving. That's a huge feat, and you guys understand where I'm coming from, I'm sure. It is very hard to get ourselves to work out, especially if it's not natural for you to do so. And it can literally be a 15-minute low impact workout, but at the end of it, you feel like you broke through this wall. And you know, exercise releases endorphins and it raises your energy levels. And before you know it, that fatigue that you were feeling before is replaced by confidence and feeling proud of yourself. And then you ride that wave throughout the day into your other tasks, and you can literally accomplish anything. I really hope you enjoyed this video and you found some valuable tips here for how to get motivated when you feel like you're in a funk, as well as tips on how to be productive. If you're interested in some more mindset shift videos, I do have one that is focused on how to stop caring what people think of you. If that's something that's playing a part in you not taking action on, for instance, building a business or being worried about parent expectations or what your friends would say about you, go check that video out. I go into so much detail about what you can do to overcome that. Please give this video a big thumbs up. It really supports my channel. Please consider subscribing down below. I cannot wait to see you guys in the next video. Bye.